This is the last known picture of Rebecca Coriam, which was taken from a security camera on Disney Wonder, the cruise ship that Rebecca worked on as a crew member. The footage was taken at 5:45 a.m. on Tuesday, March 22nd, 2011. In the video footage, Rebecca can be seen on the phone in what appears to be a disheveled state. Then, a young man walks up to her and asks if she's alright. She replies, "Yeah, fine." Then she puts the phone down, turns around, and walks out of sight of the camera. That was the last anyone's ever seen of Rebecca. When Rebecca did not report to work at 9 a.m., her co-workers searched the ship for her and called the Mexican Coast Guard, who searched the waters, but they were not able to locate her. When the Disney Wonder arrived back in Los Angeles 3 days later, a detective began to investigate Rebecca's disappearance. Rebecca's parents were flown out from England to meet with the employees of the ship and the detective. The detective told Rebecca's parents that after a day-long investigation and having only talked to a handful of crew members, he concluded that Rebecca likely fell overboard accidentally while swimming in the pool located on Deck 5 of the ship. Rebecca's parents tried to get more information regarding their daughter's disappearance, but when they asked employees and officials of the Disney Wonder, the responses were vague. It looked like Disney was trying to bury the case of Rebecca's disappearance before it could get released to the public. The parents were allowed inside Rebecca's cabin within the cruise ship to collect her belongings. While in her cabin, they found a pair of flip-flops. During the investigation, staff members stated that those flip-flops were discovered on Deck 5 of the ship, near the pool Rebecca was allegedly swimming in before she fell overboard. But the flip-flops appeared to be too big and not the style Rebecca would wear. And another employee's name and cabin room number were discovered written on the side of the shoe. This caused Rebecca's parents to believe that someone was trying to cover up the truth of their daughter's disappearance. Rebecca's parents then went back to England with little to no new information. 2 months later, in August of 2011, Rebecca's mother received an email reporting suspicious activity being made from Rebecca's banking account, which caused her to believe there were two possibilities. Rebecca's credit card information was stolen, or she was still alive. A month after that, in September of 2011, Rebecca's uncle tried to access her Facebook account with a password that Rebecca gave him prior to her disappearance, but the password had been changed. Then, in October of 2011, John Ronson, a journalist and documentary filmmaker, set out an attempt to discover what happened to Rebecca. He decided to board the Disney Wonder, an attempt to gain new information from employees. When he asked crew members about Rebecca's disappearance, they all repeated the same thing, that Rebecca was accidentally swept overboard. Despite the claim that Rebecca was thrown overboard by waves on Deck 5 of the ship, John learned that not only did the security cameras in this region have no footage of Rebecca being thrown overboard, there was no activity recorded from 5:45 a.m. when Rebecca was last seen on the phone to 9 a.m. when Rebecca did not arrive for her shift. Also, on the night of Rebecca's disappearance, there were no reports of large waves around the ship, and a wave would have to be over 100 feet high to reach the 5th deck. John also realized that Deck 5's walls were too tall to accidentally fall over into the ocean. Disney Wonder officials claimed that the camera capturing Rebecca on the phone happened on Deck 5, but John soon realized that the call actually took place on Deck 1. It was later discovered that Rebecca was on the phone with her friend, Tracy O'Brien. Tracy told investigators that Rebecca called her crying because her girlfriend told her to join a threesome with her and one of their male co-workers. Rebecca's girlfriend at the time believes that Rebecca jumped to her death after this sexual encounter. She says she told Rebecca that night, "If you want to be part of it, just join in. The only way to be with your girlfriend is to be with all of us." She then told investigators Rebecca was very, very uncomfortable with it, but she did it anyways. "I think it was her first time sleeping with a man." Some people believe that Rebecca was sexually assaulted prior to her disappearance. When investigators and family members went over belongings taken from her room, they found a pair of shorts that Rebecca owned, but they were ripped in the front, which many believe is proof that she was sexually assaulted. But there are some who believe that Rebecca is still alive today. Over a year after Rebecca went missing, her father received an email from an unidentified woman claiming that she witnessed Rebecca in Italy, arms locked with an unidentified man. Many questions about this case are left unanswered. Did Rebecca simply fall overboard? If so, who was accessing her banking account? And who changed her Facebook password? Was she sexually assaulted and her attacker threw her overboard? Did she commit suicide after an unwanted threesome with her girlfriend? Was her girlfriend involved in her disappearance? And why was Disney Wonder so quick to bury this case? These questions may never be answered, and Rebecca's parents may never have closure.